So today I'm going to share with you the 3 steps that I use to make 6 figures working 50% of the time. Actually, working a schedule that's 50% of the time, because you will be working a little more than that. So over the years, I've been doing this schedule here at Walmart, and in the beginning, it seemed like, well, I'm just taking a cut and pay, and it's the sacrifice I have to make to be able to make a good wage and still get time off. And so there has to be a give and take on this whole situation. Well, I learned over time that there's actually a formula that can be used to where you can make 6 figures if you're a driver that's been here a while. And I will tell the newer drivers at the end of the video what you can expect being a new driver instead of somebody that's been here like me 17 years. So the first step is that when you work 5 on, 5 off, it's really difficult to work extra time, and you can work that extra day, like 6th day, and likely you won't even get a full day in anyway, so that's not going to work for you. Step 1 is that you need to work all you can when it's busy. You don't want to waste your time working when it's not busy. And so busy is between like June and December. After Christmas, things pretty much die off pretty fast. And so what you want to do is you want to work all you can during that time. Well, how do you do that when you have to have a 34-hour reset on both ends, basically, to be able to work more than a day or so? You could work 3 days, because you get 5 days off, and I realize there's only a day, for a 34-hour reset in the beginning, and a day, to go back to work, a 34-hour reset. You work, half a day or whatever, and that's how that's accomplished. That's really not enough. The way you have to do it is you have to use your PTO, and which shouldn't be a problem because you have plenty of time off, so using your PTO, you're not wasting it. And so this is what I mean. Step 1 is where you take and you work your 5 days, but so on your Friday, you would take that day off, but you use PTO. Hang with me and so you can understand what I'm saying. So you're going to get paid for that day. Yes, you're using a PTO day. That's fine. 2 things happen. 1, you don't have half a day there. You get paid for a full day. And it's very possible that you're only going to get half a day, because they just simply don't have something for you to turn. So you've already got a gain right there. Number 2 is you do your 34-hour reset, and then basically the very next day, so on your Friday you took it off, you can come back to work on your Saturday. And I say your Saturday because, a 5-day schedule, it's not a Monday through Friday thing. And so you go ahead and work 4 days. Actually, no, I'm sorry. You work 5 days. You work your 5 days off because remember, you got your 34-hour reset. Then your Monday of your next actual work week, you take and do a PTO day off again. And so that gives you your 34-hour reset. And so by doing that, literally in a 14-day pay period, you can get paid 14 days, like each day getting paid. Well, another benefit of doing this is that one of the big benefits is that you are working all this extra time. They're only averaging in 7 days per pay period as far as how they figure out your PTO. So this ups your PTO. And so that's going to come in handy because you're going to use that for like just what I just said. And then so step 2 of this process is that throughout the year, there's going to be times where you do only work half a day. Actually, it's going to happen a lot because they don't have something to turn. So in cases like that, what you do at that point is you fill your days out. And what I mean by that is, let's say you only worked 5 hours and you could have drove another 6 hours and you only made whatever it was, $250 or something. Well, you take one of your PTO days and you use it for a full day. So you're going to get paid a full day even though you didn't work. Little things add up. So that's step 2 right there. Use your PTO to fill your days out. So step 3 is that you don't waste valuable time working when it's going to actually hurt you. Remember in step 1 and 2 that it really matters that your PTO is used as a tool, and number 2, you want to get that as high as possible. You're using it as a tool, so you need those days to accomplish this between June and December. And the other thing is that you're making more money on your days off if you most effectively earn your PTO. And it's not going to happen in between January and basically May. Your time to work is between June and December. So what you're doing here is you're not wasting any of this time. You just go ahead and work your schedule like it is. You work 5 days on, 5 days off between January and May. Don't deviate from that. Because 1, you're not going to earn as good a PTO. 2, with weather and all the problems and everything, it's just going to make it to where you're going to put in the miles, or actually the lack thereof, and you're going to put in the time. And so that's not going to be effective because in winter you got snow, you got closed roads, and the other thing is like I said, after December, things slow way down. And so it's very likely that you'll end up with, we're slow, you're going to have to wait around to get dispatched and that kind of thing. That happens a lot, actually, between January and February. Depends on the weather. If we have severe weather, then yeah, you're going to be out there. But again, you're going to be slowed down with, the road conditions and things like that. So step 3 is don't waste your time. And so you don't waste any time there, and you go to step 1 and you maximize that all you can. Now, just a couple words about step 1. You don't have to religiously do this every single time you have time off. It's not necessary. But you need to do it often, and definitely the 6 to 8 weeks, leading up to Christmas, you definitely want to hit it hard there. It really is a must. And so when you add all this up, the working all you can, the high PTO, which you'll be over $500, and your safety bonus, that adds in too, you could accomplish 6 figures. But like I said in the beginning of the video, if you're a new driver, don't expect to do 6 figures, at least not right away. I've been here 17 years, and so I'm getting paid the maximum of, the miles and earning PTO and all this stuff. And so you got a lot against you there. But, I can't prove it, but I would think that you would be able to make at least up to the 90,000 mark and maybe a little more. Hey, that's nothing to brush off. I mean, you're working a lot less than you would be 5 days on, 2 days off, or something like that. So really, this is what it's all about. These simple 3 steps, they're really not that simple because you really got to work out with your ops manager, to be able to work these days off. It might get a little difficult for them to pull that off for you because they really got to go in and build a work week. So you need to have a good relationship with your ops manager. Work, like I said, you could work those 3 days on your days off, but you're going to have to do that more often than what I'm saying, how to do the 3 steps here. So I hope that helps. And as usual, if you guys want to use me as a referral, I would appreciate it. Put the information up on the screen, and I will help you in any way I can. You can email me at dawn@20plustrucking.com. And whether you use me as a referral or not, I don't care. I mean, I'd like to get it. But if you don't, you have someone else in mind, don't think that I won't help. I will help you. Ask any question you want. I'll do the best I can. So that's what I got for you. And I will catch you guys next week.